I urge young people to participate in sports. Go out for high school sports. It just may occupy enough of your time to where it would keep you from being unduly tempted to suck some of that white mess up your nose and ruin your life. So participate in sports. Oh yeah. What a big lie. Cocaine. Morning paper. One of the top baseball players in the country. Got the world by the tail. Oh, I can handle it. I know just when to quit. Gone. I went on to Mississippi State University and I got a degree in agriculture. My major was vocational agriculture with a minor in agronomy and animal husbandry. And the first job I ever had in my life, I was assistant county agent at Oxford, Mississippi, in charge of 4-H club work. I fulfill my life's ambition. I did. And you young folks that are moaning about your pay, I don't mind telling you what my starting salary was. It's $236.50 a month. And I was so proud. I was able to give $23 to the church. I could tithe, see? Yeah. Oh. And a lot of folks ain't getting because they ain't giving. And hey, God found me faithful when I had a little, so now he's decided to trust me with a bunch. I had that 4-H club job for 2 years. And one day a fella come in the office and said, "Are you Jerry Clower?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you the Jerry Clower that give 20 tons of fertilizer to some underprivileged 4-H club boys and you talk a representative of Mississippi Chemical to give you the fertilizer?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's the stingiest man in Mississippi. If you talked him out of 20 tons of fertilizer, we believe you can talk farmers into buying fertilizer. We'd like for you to go to work for us." I said, "I have a deep Christian conviction that I want to work with 4-H club boys." He said, "Fella, Mississippi Chemical gives more to the state 4-H club budget than any company in Mississippi. You can go down there. We give you 20 counties in South Mississippi. You can go down there and you can go see the county agents and tell him why you sell fertilizer. You're going to help him with the 4-H club program." I said, "Fine, if you'll let me help him with the 4-H club program. I'm your man." Well, I went on the road selling fertilizer. And I'd hold farm groups. I'd go to the Alabama Cattlemen's Association. And I'd tell them how we made homogenized, water-soluble, homogeneous, pelletized fertilizers. And I never did get invited back. So I started telling country stories. And not only did I get invited back, but I sold a bunch of fertilizer. 1970, I was in Lubbock, Texas, talking to a bunch of farmers. And when I got done, there was a farm director in the back of the room. He said, "Why don't you make a record?" I said, "You crazy." He said, "Man, you gonna tell them blooming stories anyhow. Just well get paid better than what they paying you over at Mississippi Chemical." So next time you talk to a group of farmers, do you care if I tape it? I said, "I don't care what you do." Well, he taped it and sent it to MCA Records, Universal City, California. And about a week, my phone rang. "Hello, Mr. Clower." I said, "Yes." He said, "My name is Joe Sutton. I'm in charge of artist procurement for MCA Records. You have some talent. We just received some of your work." Said, "Mr. Clower, the next time you're in the vicinity of Los Angeles, would you drop by? I said, I ain't never going to be in that vicinity. I said, fella, you don't leave Yazoo City, Mississippi and just drop by Los Angeles. I said, if y'all want to see me, you're going to have to send for me. He said, well, let me talk to you here for a moment on the phone. Mr. Clower, we don't have a humorist on our label. And we'd like very much to sign you to a 5-year contract. And you may be interested to know, we're one of the most prestigious record companies in the world. Our number one artist is Elton John, Sonny and Cher, Roger Williams, Ricky Nelson, and The Who, plus many, many others. I said, name some of them many, many others. He said, Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn, Jeannie Pruitt, Bill Monroe, Ernest Tubb. Woo! I said, Ernest Tubb. I said, man, when I was a young'un growing up, every Saturday night, we'd go to whoever's house had the strongest battery on the radio. Woo! And we'd tune it in to the Grand Ole Opry and get Mr. Tubb to singing. Then we'd turn it up loud and then snatch your knobs off where nobody could move it off of that station. Woo! Y'all come to see me. Y'all ought to seen this fella, what they sent from Hollywood to buy my record. Y'all ought to seen him. Had on them pistol-legged breeches. A black leather vest. And his breeches is picking him up real tight when he walks like that. That fella had a hairdo, looked like a milking machine had been sucking on it. My dearest friend said, Jerry, run him off. So we ain't gonna do no business with him. About that time, he opened that briefcase and showed me how much cash money he had brought with him. And my attitude got a lot more tolerant about them hairdos. I thought he had the prettiest head of hair anybody I ever saw. And I signed a 5-year contract with MCA Records. And a month later had a gold record. As I stand before you, this is my 20th anniversary. I'm still on MCA, and they just released my 20th album, one a year. But the thrilling thing, here I am live in the Roy Acuff Theater in Nashville, Tennessee, with a bunch of positive people.